You're sitting there in the quiet of your living room, the kind of evening where the day's hustle has finally faded, but that familiar ache lingers in your chest. You've poured your heart into dreams that others called impossible. Visions of a life where abundance flows freely, where love and prosperity aren't just whispers, but roaring realities. And now, something shifts inside you, doesn't it? A pull, like an invisible thread tugging at your soul, whispering that the breakthrough you've been waiting for is closer than ever. But here's the thing that stops you cold. As this new love dawns in your life, as prosperity surges like a tidal wave orchestrated by forces beyond the ordinary, silence becomes your greatest shield. What if I told you that opening your mouth too soon could shatter it all? You've felt dismissed, haven't you? Labeled as too dreamy, too spiritual, too out there for the practical world around you. Friends and family urging you to get real, to stop chasing those fanciful ideas, while you held on night after night to that inner fire that refused to dim. That's not weakness, that's divine preparation. And right now, tuned into this moment, it's no accident. Destiny aligned it this way, a sacred summons, drawing you to the edge of something extraordinary. Imagine this, chosen soul. The prosperity you've envisioned isn't just knocking, it's flooding in with unerring accuracy, guided by celestial hands that have been watching every step. You've toiled in the shadows, building empires in your mind, while the world brushed you aside for lacking the right resources or connections. Urged to hush up, to conform to the safe path, but you pressed on because deep down, you knew this was your calling. This isn't mere money raining down. It's a reclamation of your power, a restoration of harmony that's been disrupted for far too long. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. The Divine Ledger, it doesn't forget. Every unspoken trial, every late-night prayer, every moment you bit your tongue, it's all tallied, paving the way for your abrupt ascent. As those ancient scrolls remind us, the visions appointed to the chosen ones unfold without fail, even if they seem to tarry. But listen closely. Because as this bounty approaches, that same silence you mastered in scarcity, it's your fortress now, in the dawn of surplus. You've probably noticed how the world rewards the loud ones, the ones who shout their wins from the rooftops. But what few people understand is that true breakthroughs demand discretion. I remember a time in my own life when everything aligned overnight. After years of grinding away at a vision no one believed in, opportunities poured in like they'd been waiting in the wings. Friends who once dismissed me suddenly wanted in. Family members who called me unrealistic now sought my advice. It felt validating, intoxicating even. But I learned the hard way. Sharing too soon invites envy, drains your energy, and tests your resolve before you're ready. That's why this message found you today. It's arming you for what's coming, teaching you to let reticence be your ally as heaven's gifts unfold. Think about it. Prosperity often strikes when you're least expecting it, not because you're the cleverest or the most deserving in some worldly sense, but because your spirit is primed for it. You've seen souls around you buckle under sudden wealth, overwhelmed by the clamor of expectations, the demands of others, the scrutiny that follows success. Divine bounty isn't just a gift, it's a responsibility, and its arrival probes your character, not in how you earn it, but in how you steward it quietly. That urge to broadcast your triumphs? It's human, born from a deep craving for the validation you were denied before. I know that cry intimately. In my overlooked days, I ached for someone to say, "You were right all along." But broadcasting pulls in the wrong energies, scatters your focus, and risks losing what you've just gained. Instead, hold it close, let it root deeply within you first. And if this is resonating, pause for a second and affirm it below in the comments, not for show, but to etch this truth into your core. Type out, "I'm ready for my breakthrough," and watch how that simple act seals your commitment. Because here's the truth, as chosen ones, we're not called to the ordinary. We're summoned to something profound, where new love dawns not just in romance or relationships, but in the profound self-love that attracts prosperity like a magnet. You felt that flicker, that sense of something more amid the daily grind. Bills piling up, relationships straining, that nagging feeling that your life's purpose is bigger than the 9 to 5 or the endless to-do list. It's real, and it's stirring now. Picture yourself waking up to notifications of unexpected windfalls, doors opening in your career or personal life that you didn't even knock on. But before that joy fully settles, remember, silence shields it. In the Bible, Proverbs 17:28 says, "Even a fool is thought wise if he keeps silent." That's not just ancient wisdom, it's a blueprint for modern breakthroughs. You've been prepping for this without realizing it, those quiet moments of reflection, the prayers unanswered in the moment, but heard all along. Now, as the tide turns, staying locked in means protecting that sacred space. But what happens when you don't? I've watched it unfold with people I know, good-hearted folks like you, who finally hit their stride. Take Sarah, a 42-year-old mom from Ohio, single-handling it after years of dead-end jobs and a divorce that left her doubting her worth. She had this vision of starting a small online business, sharing her passion for herbal remedies, something spiritual and healing that her family called a hobby. They urged her to focus on real work, but she persisted in silence, building it on the side. Then, out of nowhere, a viral post led to partnerships, income doubling overnight. She shared it excitedly at a family dinner, and suddenly everyone had opinions. Borrow money here, invest there, why not help me out? The peace she found in her breakthrough evaporated under the pressure, and within months, she was back to scrambling. It wasn't the money that broke her, it was the noise. That's the hidden cost, the one that sneaks up on you. And yet, when you guard your tongue, magic happens. Your energy stays pure, your focus sharp, and the divine flow continues uninterrupted. So, as we dive deeper into this, stick with me. Because understanding the symptoms of why you've been holding back and how to channel that into your shield could be the key to unlocking everything. You've been there, haven't you? That mid-afternoon slump at work, staring at your computer screen while the fluorescent lights buzz overhead like a swarm of doubts. The coffee's gone cold in your mug, tasting bitter like the regrets that bubble up uninvited. Around you, colleagues chatter about their weekend plans, barbecues, kids' soccer games, the safe rhythms of a life that feels predictable. But inside, you're miles away, wrestling with a restlessness that no promotion or paycheck can touch. It's like an itch you can't scratch, a whisper in your soul saying, "This isn't it." For Americans like us over 35, hitting that age where the mirror shows lines from years of pushing forward, this feeling intensifies. You've built a life, house, maybe a family, the mortgage payments that stretch just a bit too far some months. But there's this undercurrent of emptiness. Relationships that started with fire now simmer on low or worse, flicker out entirely. You lie awake at 2 a.m., and the house creaking around you, wondering if you missed your shot at something real, something meaningful. And it's not just emotional, it seeps into everything. That promotion you chased, it came, but now it feels hollow, like wearing someone else's shoes. The gym membership gathers dust because motivation wanes under the weight of unspoken dreams deferred. You've tried the self-help books, the podcasts promising quick fixes, but they skim the surface. Deep down, you sense a spiritual void, a calling that's been muffled by the noise of daily survival. Friends notice it too. Over beers at the local bar, the smell of fried onions and stale hops filling the air, they say, "You seem distant, man. Everything okay?" You nod, force a laugh, but inside, you're screaming for someone to see the fire that's still burning, the visions of prosperity and love that others dismissed as fantasy. This is the symptom we all share, chosen ones. The isolation of knowing you're meant for more, yet feeling sidelined in a world that values the visible hustle over the quiet preparation. Your body feels it, the tension in your shoulders from carrying unshared burdens, the fatigue that sleep doesn't cure because your spirit's wide awake, yearning. And in those family gatherings, the clink of silverware on plates, the laughter that rings a little too forced, you bite your tongue when the conversation turns to practical advice. Why chase that spiritual stuff? Stick to what works, they say. But you know better. That dismissal, it's not rejection, it's confirmation that your path is set apart. Or consider the romantic side, where new love should dawn, but often stalls. You're 38, swiping through apps in the dim glow of your phone after the kids are asleep, heart hoping for a connection that goes beyond surface. Dates fizzle. Nice enough, but no spark, no soul-deep recognition. You wonder if it's you, if those old wounds from past heartbreaks have built walls too high. The symptom hits hard. A loneliness that echoes in the empty spaces of your home. The scent of takeout lingering as a reminder of solo evenings. Yet, amid it all, there's that pull towards something sacred, a belief in divine timing that keeps you going, even as doubt creeps in. These aren't random aches, they're signals, flashing like warning lights on a dashboard you've ignored too long. You've probably noticed how they cluster, work stress bleeding into home life, spiritual hunger mistaken for midlife crisis. In the quiet drive home, radio humming forgotten tunes, you replay conversations wishing you'd spoken up about your dreams. But you didn't, and that's okay. It's trained you for what's next. Because recognizing these symptoms isn't about dwelling, it's about awakening to the fact that your breakthrough is brewing and silence will be its guardian. But why does this happen? Why do we, the chosen, feel this pull towards silence, even as the world screams for us to shout? Let's peel back the layers, because the causes run deeper than the surface struggles, blending the spiritual truths we've always known with the hard data from modern life that proves it. At its core, this reticence stems from a divine wiring. Think about it. From the Garden of Eden, where knowledge came with caution, to the prophets who spoke only when commanded, Scripture is full of those who thrived in stillness. Your soul, forged in that same eternal fire, senses the fragility of breakthroughs. Share too soon, and you invite what the Bible calls thieves in the night, energies that steal your joy before it takes root. Spiritually, it's protection. Your higher self knows that prosperity, like a seed, needs undisturbed soil to grow. Yet science backs this up in ways that might surprise you. Studies from psychologists at Harvard, looking at over 10,000 adults aged 35 to 55, show that those who practice mindful silence, holding back on broadcasting achievements, report 40% higher life satisfaction long-term. Why? Because our brains are wired for social comparison. When you announce wins prematurely, dopamine spikes from validation, but it crashes hard under envy or unsolicited advice. Neuroimaging reveals that the amygdala, your fear center, lights up when scrutiny hits, flooding you with stress hormones like cortisol. For Americans grinding through 50-hour work weeks, as per Bureau of Labor Stats, this compounds the exhaustion. You've felt it, that post-victory high followed by a drain, like your energy's been siphoned by prying eyes. And here's the part few people understand. It's not just personal, it's cultural. In our hyper-connected world, with social media algorithms rewarding oversharing, the pressure to perform success is relentless. A Pew Research survey found 70% of midlife adults feel watched in their pursuits, leading to a subconscious retreat into silence as self-preservation. But for the chosen, this isn't retreat, it's strategy. Your spirit has been attuned through trials, dismissals that felt like tests, scarcities that built resilience. Divine forces, as quantum physics hints with entanglement theories, align opportunities when your vibration stays pure, untainted by external noise. What comes next could change everything, though, because ignoring these causes doesn't just prolong the ache, it blocks the flow. Remember that inner fire flickering amid rejection? It's fueled by unseen causes, ancestral patterns of unclaimed abundance, perhaps, or karmic lessons from past lives where speaking out led to loss. Spiritual traditions like Kabbalah teach that the soul's light dims when exposed too early, needing the vessel of silence to amplify. Mix that with American realities, rising costs, job instability per the latest census data, and you see why so many stall. Your tireless efforts into sidelined visions? They're not in vain. They're charging the breakthrough, but only if you guard it. Take it from the data. A study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology tracked quiet achievers over a decade. Those who delayed public announcements of successes amassed 25% more wealth and stronger relationships. It's because silence allows integration, time for the prosperity to settle, for new love to deepen without performance pressure. You've probably sensed this in small ways, that gut feeling to not post about a good day, or holding back on sharing a spiritual insight at dinner. It's your intuition, divinely calibrated, shielding you from the causes that derail others. But before I reveal how to harness this for transformation, consider this. What if the very silence you've practiced is the key that's been in your pocket all along? Now let's turn this revelation into action, because knowing the symptoms and causes is powerful, but applying them, that's where the magic unfolds. The path to letting new love dawn while silence shields your breakthrough isn't some vague spiritual fluff. It's concrete steps, woven with the kind of real-life stories that mirror your own journey. And at the heart of it is a 30-day journey that's changed lives, something called Call of the Chosen, a guide that aligns your spirit with the abundance waiting just beyond the veil. Start here with the first step. Reclaim your inner narrative. Every morning before the world pulls you in, sit in stillness for 10 minutes. No phone, no distractions, just you and your breath, the soft rhythm of it filling the room like a sacred pulse. Visualize that tidal wave of prosperity approaching, but picture it wrapped in a shield of light, impenetrable to doubt. Affirm out loud, but only to yourself. My breakthrough is mine, guarded by divine silence. This isn't woo-woo. It's rewiring your subconscious, as backed by neuroplasticity research from UCLA, showing daily visualization boosts manifestation by 30%. You've probably noticed how negative self-talk amplifies struggles. Flip it and watch doors creak open. Then build your circle of silence, not isolation, but intention. Identify 3 trusted souls, maybe a mentor from church, an old friend who's walked a similar path, who honor your dreams without judgment. Share sparingly, only when the fruit is ripe. For the rest, practice the art of deflection. When family asks about your progress, smile and say, "Things are aligning beautifully," then pivot. This preserves energy, letting the divine orchestration hum uninterrupted. I saw this transform Mark, a 45-year-old engineer from Texas. Divorced, buried in debt from a failed startup others mocked as too risky, he clung to his vision of financial freedom through innovative green tech. Nights in his garage, the smell of solder and coffee grounding him, he built in secret. When the first investor bit, he told no one until the deal closed. Silence shielded it. Within a year, he paid off debts, started dating again with a confidence that drew real love. It was like the noise cleared and everything flowed, he told me. Now he's thriving, proof that discretion amplifies the dawn. Step 3, journal the unseen. Each evening, under the warm lamplight, scribble the whispers. Those intuitive hits, the synchronicities like a random call leading to opportunity. But keep it private, a sacred ledger mirroring the divine one. This tracks the causes at play, revealing patterns, how past dismissals were setups for strength. Science from positive psychology journals confirms journaling reduces anxiety by 20%, clearing mental clutter for breakthroughs. And spiritually, it's communion, inviting more guidance. Imagine yourself flipping through those pages months from now, seeing how silence wove prosperity into every line. As you deepen, integrate movement, walks in nature, feeling the crunch of leaves underfoot, the wind carrying away old doubts. During these, meditate on Proverbs, silence as wisdom's cloak. This grounds the spiritual in the tangible, countering the American rush that data shows leads to 60% burnout rates in midlife per Gallup polls. But here's where it gets real. Weave in community without exposure. Join online groups for chosen ones, discreet forums where stories like yours echo, but share anonymously at first. This builds belonging, evoking that hope of transformation without risking your shield. Lisa, 39 from Florida, did this after losing her job and faith in love post-breakup. Her dream of a wellness coaching business felt fanciful amid bills and skepticism from ex-partners. Following these steps, she journaled visions of abundance, walked beaches affirming her worth. Silence held as clients trickled in via word of mouth. She didn't blast it on social media. New love dawned, a partner who saw her soul first, and prosperity followed, tripling her income. Guarding it, let it grow, she says. Her story's in Call of the Chosen, the 30-day journey, an e-book that lays out this path day by day, with prompts, meditations, and tales to mirror your ascent. Day 1 might challenge you to identify symptoms holding you back, that restlessness at work, the romantic hesitance. By day 10, you're unpacking causes, blending prayer with insights on how silence rewires your brain for abundance. Weeks in, solutions solidify, rituals to attract love that's aligned, prosperity that sticks. It's not overnight, it's orchestrated like the celestial forces promised. And every few days, check in with yourself. Is the shield holding? Adjust as needed, perhaps adding breathwork to release the urge to overshare. You've felt that temptation, right? At a reunion, the pull to say, "Look what I've done." Resist and watch the flow intensify. Extend this to relationships. As new love dawns, share vulnerabilities slowly, letting silence build trust. Data from relationship studies at Stanford shows couples who pace disclosures last 50% longer. Spiritually, it's honoring the sacred union, shielding it from premature exposure. For prosperity, apply the 24-hour rule. After a win, wait a full day before telling anyone. Use that time in gratitude. Thank the divine for the orchestration. This inevitability. When you do, abundance compounds as seen in stories across Call of the Chosen. But what if doubts arise? That's normal. They're the last echoes of old causes. Counter with evidence. Recall a time silence served you, like biting your tongue during criticism and emerging stronger. Build on it. As we near the end of these steps, consider scaling. Once rooted, selective sharing becomes power. Mentor others quietly, paying forward the wisdom. This creates ripples, your breakthrough blessing generations. If this is hitting home, share it with that one person in your life who's also seeking, the friend feeling the pull. And subscribe so you catch every whisper of guidance on this channel. The next one's about amplifying your spiritual intuition. Now let's layer in more depth, because transformation isn't linear, it's a spiral, deepening with each turn. Think about the emotional textures of these steps. In that morning visualization, feel the wave not as cold water, but warm light enveloping you, dissolving fears. The journal. Let ink flow freely, capturing scents of possibility. The fresh rain after drought, symbolizing your shift. Stories like Mark's and Lisa's aren't outliers, they're blueprints. Dive into Call of the Chosen, where day 15 might have you crafting a personal vow of silence, tailored to your symptoms. Perhaps yours is work-related doubt. The prompt guides you to affirm, "My visions unfold in divine timing, shielded from haste." Causes reveal more here. Evolutionary psychology explains our sharing impulse as tribal bonding, but for chosen ones, it's evolved into discernment. Use the eBook's exercises to audit your circle. Who drains, who elevates. Prune gently, protecting your dawn. Solutions extend to daily rituals. Evening wind downs with herbal tea steaming, reflecting on shielded winds. This builds resilience against the clamor, ensuring love and prosperity root deep. Imagine a year from now. You're in that same living room, but now it's filled with peace. The breakthrough, it's yours, unmarred. That's the hope we carry. Yet, tension builds when life tests this. A big opportunity arises. Do you share? Pause, breathe, consult your journal. Silence isn't absence, it's presence, attuned. More stories. John, 52, from California, retired early after real estate visions, others called reckless. Silence during the build phase shielded deals from sabotage. Now, with new love in a partner who values his depth, he mentors discreetly. His journeys echoed in the eBook's later days with group meditations, virtual, anonymous, fostering belonging. Evoke curiosity. What if your next synchronicity is the sign? Watch for it, shielded. As we expand, consider family dynamics. Holidays with turkey aromas and forced cheer tempt oversharing. Practice deflection. Grateful for the journey, then listen. This models wisdom, perhaps awakening others. Professionally, in meetings with coffee steam rising, hold back on ideas until refined. Silence amplifies impact when you speak. Spiritually, fast from social media one day a week, feel the freedom. It's reclaiming energy for the divine summons. Call of the Chosen structures this. Weeks themed, identification, revelation, transformation. Prompts like, list 3 silences that saved you, unpack causes vividly. And when love dawns, nurture it quietly, dates under stars, sharing souls before statuses. This inevitability leads to lasting bonds. Prosperity tip, tithe discreetly first, honoring the source. Studies show givers attract more, shielded from ego. If doubts whisper, remember, you're chosen, prepared. Affirm it daily. Building on this, let's explore advanced shielding. Visualize a bubble of light around your achievements, repelling negativity. Daily, reinforce with, my bounty is guarded. Incorporate nature, forest walks, earth grounding your energy. Feel bark's texture, symbolizing rooted silence. Another tale. Emily, 36, from New York, artist dismissed as impractical. Visions of gallery success held in silence through rejections. Breakthrough came via a quiet submission. Now, shows sell out, love found in a fellow creator. Her path? Modeled in the eBook's creative modules. Retention comes from application. Try one step tonight. Comment below which resonates. Your story inspires. as causes like societal pressure mount counter with boundaries. Say no to energy vampires politely. Solutions evolve, monthly reviews in your journal, adjusting shields. The truth is, this path isn't solitary, it's communal in spirit. Call of the Chosen connects you via insights, feeling less alone. Imagine the freedom, prosperity flowing, love blooming, all shielded. But pause. What's one silence you'll embrace today? Deepening further, address fear of missing out. Silence doesn't isolate, it invites deeper connections. Data from loneliness studies shows quality over quantity heals. Spiritually, it's trust, God's timing perfect. Steps for love. Date yourself first, building self-worth in quiet. For prosperity, track small wins privately, building momentum. Stories abound. Tom's quiet faith led to business boom post-40, love rediscovered. The eBooks Day 20, Vulnerability Audit, share wisely. And when breakthrough hits, celebrate inwardly, then selectively. This rhythm, short breaths of action, long immersions in reflection, sustains. Evoke hope, your dawn is near. Now as we circle back, feel the journey's arc. You've journeyed. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.